What's good, guys? So it's your boy DB and I'm back with that huge backlog of Grand Arena that I promised was coming. Now there's not going to be any webcam in these because they've all got like variable frame rates, and all that's going to happen is my webcam is going to go out of sync with what you're actually watching, so my commentary will come off, it'll start spoiling things, it'll be a total mess. But we're going to get through this backlog. You can catch my live current ones obviously on my Twitch channel, which will all eventually be ported here as soon as the backlog is done. My absence was explained in a recent video which I'll pop up here somewhere, and you can check that out. So let's get on with these videos, right? Let's get this backlog out of the way and get on with some new content. Let's do this. Okay, it's time for the final, the actual last battle of Season 2 against Sieana Rayley there. As you can see, we beat Zakora. It actually ended up being an incredible battle. Came down to one banner, and it's all because he ended up dropping some banners on the final battle on the back wall, which I believe was a Rogue One team. Yeah, it was that top one. It came down, we both, like, he was attacking, I was sat there nervously, and yeah, he kind of screwed up the battle, and that's what ended up costing him. He just didn't know about a really simple counter, which I ended up telling him about at the end. But here we go against Sieana. Winning this will get me to Kyber. In fact, probably losing this still would get me to Kyber, as long as I didn't lose horrendously. He's already gone in on everything. Doesn't look like he's had too many issues until he's got to the bottom back wall here. This was the perk about not doing this season online, is I was able to just reuse the same defense most of the way without people realizing. So yeah, it paid off quite nicely. My Night Sister tripped so many people. We do have Malik immediately and bounty hunters. Then we've got some sort of Republic squad, and we also have a Relic Night Sister team. Luckily not Relic Daka. Would be a little bit worse if it was, but still. Yes, I decided to bite a bullet and take on the tough team first. Go and get my arena team. Oh, please go right. I can't remember if this did or not. Generally, I don't have any issues with the nuke, but there have been one or two times things haven't gone optimally, and I still pulled out the win, but it'd be nice to just have a most comfortable one. Okay, so I didn't target lock, but luckily T3 took the taunt off. Sometimes it just goes straight back on, so that was quite fortunate. So again, wasn't optimal by any means, but still got it won. Nice and quick. Such a great team, really is. I'm still using it to this day in Arena, and I still don't have Relic 7 Grievous. Right, so that'll be resistance time then. Hit the ground running already, taking out the premium team that this guy has. So time to pick off this one, see what he's got hiding at the back. No real need to worry there. Don't need 3PO against that kind of gear. And obviously no risk of accidentally clicking BB because we've already got him used and out of the way. That's what I like. I prefer it when they stick Malik on the front, so I don't screw up and accidentally use BB. It's nearly happened a couple of times. In this season, in fact, there was a couple of episodes back. I had BB selected, then remembered right before I clicked battle. So that would have been a little bit dicey. I was lucky. I don't think he ended up having Malik at the back anyway, but still. It would have been a real sweat till that back wall was cleared. Alright, damage dealer 1 done. Let's get the next one. Although he is gear. Is that 9? That can't be 9. Yeah, it was. Wow, okay. Saying that, I still got gear 9 Dengar, so, you know. And I think my Zam's gear 9 too, and they're both on defense most of the time. Come on then, down goes Bosk. Nice slow crawl to a finish. The banner sucker that it is Dengar in the back there. I hate him so much. If he was a bit better, I would invest in him, but I just don't want to go and be putting whatever gear it is he needs. It must be something good if I've stopped in there. It's probably something that involves carbantes or stun cuffs. It's usually one of the two. You know, whether it be a thermal detonator or a stun gun or something along those lines. Oh yeah, he did not expect me to get through his Malik team. he left me a couple of little prizes at the back there. Some Jawa and Phoenix Squadron. Delightful, nice and simple. That's what you like to see. That means you can go a little bit more wild. Now I know I only need at maximum 4 quality teams. Ventress speed, not horrendous. Because she does gain a bunch rampage as well. Luckily for me, she's not modded for damage, which is a little unusual considering he's got a relic. I thought he would favour that. Obviously fully aware of the fact that she's soft and quite killable. Well, that's Gear 9 range time. This is what my viewers are here for. That and me doing really stupid things or using Kylo for no reason. Those are generally, I believe, the lures to my channel. An occasional bit of theory crafting. Right, there we go. I opted to land the first one on Talzin. And, well, Daka stood. How did she dodge one of those attacks or something? Alright, so down. Yeah, this Relic Saj hasn't really done the job here. I think he needed Daka first. Had he had Daka, I wouldn't have been even able to run the troopers, particularly if he had zated her, because I would have had the problem that I would be killing the other sisters. Daka would be reviving them and just getting higher and higher health. So I wouldn't have been able to take her out. All my AoEs would have been killing the others first because she's so bloody tanky when relicked. I think I've only ever beat one relic Daka with my troopers, and I'm sure a lot of you guys remember this because we did it live. She was actually modded very strange. I think speed and potency rather than health. So she had a really low pull and we just ran through her. Alright, time to undersize my Relic Republic against this unusual team. I was likely feeling a little bit uncomfortable with this. Just a little unsure on how to approach it, so took a power team. I do love my Padme team. I actually used it today in my arena climb. Came across, I think it was like full Relic 7 or close to full Relic 7 on everybody. Shack Trooper squad. And yeah, obviously Padme's a hard counter, so just run through it. Even though mine are all, I've got 3 Relic 5s and the other 2 are Gear 12. It does the business. As long as you don't have a critical death with on an Anakin or something early, or Padme. But I mean, that was perfect. Like 60 banners. Really, really simple battle. What did he have at the bottom here then? Oh, one of my rival teams, the Padme team. But luckily his Anakin is squish, so more or less anything will kill that. It'll be Traya here, and then no doubt it'll be Jedi above, and then surely I go and undersize Phoenix and Jawa. I will be incredibly disappointed in myself if I play those 2 cautiously. I only need about, what, 600 points or so to make Kyber by this point. And yeah, that would be quite shocking. And you can see what I mean by like season 2 and before, it was a little bit more difficult to make Kyber, because I believe we've only lost 1 battle in this entire thing, and we full cleared everybody, and I've got next to every single feat, and I still haven't made it. It's so much easier now. In season 3, where they brought the ships in and stuff, people were making it to Kyber like at the beginning of the 4th bracket, and then there was people still making it when they'd lost 3 battles. So I don't know what changed. That clearly some of the banners or the feats were providing more. Nice simple win there. Run through 56 banners. That's better than we've had lately. We've had a few 54s and 55s, so we'll take that. Alright, it's got to be Jedi now. Got to be Jedi. May as well, throw something like Thrawn in the team as well. Why am I so hung up on Ahsoka? She's like Gear 10. Just fight, dude. He's the only one that's remotely geared, and we're going to shut him down anyhow. Perhaps I was just weighing in if I need to bring Thrawn into the battle or not at this stage. I don't see what else I would have been doing. It's not like it's a particularly scary team. When Anakin isn't relicked, it's just so much more beatable. If he's like relic 7, for example, the battle can just turn on, just turn on a dime. It can just land one AoE and take out like 2 or 3 characters on your squad, and suddenly it's like panic mode. I've had it happen where he AoE'd and he killed Traya when I was countering with the Triumvirate, and that just screwed everything, because then I was just getting ability blocked and I couldn't drain or annihilate. So yeah, I just ignored everything and I just ran straight at Anakin. I mean, at his gear, I could just basic them to death. I shouldn't have any issues at all, really. One more shot and he's gone. There we are. That's the damage dealer. Ahsoka at gear 10 isn't going to be able to kill anything, so not on my gear anyhow. Can probably just one-shot her before even needing to kill Padme. Obviously not with Jolie. Yeah, just going to charge up Yoda to one-shot her. There we go. Now just got to kill Padme. Meanwhile, his pretty wild relic Kenobi is just going to stand there, completely useless, unable to do anything. That's the trouble with having him develop first. But a lot of people did it because obviously they were getting a negotiator. So they went out and they worked on Kenobi because they also used him with Revan. The trouble is, developing him first for that team just doesn't really help you any. Until Anakin can do the damage, the team can't really perform. And there we have it. Nice, simple, easy 60 banners against one of his better teams. I think this all just went to hell for this guy the second I saw Malak and run through it. A lot of people still believed at this stage, and possibly even now, that the nuke doesn't work. So they would have looked at my arena team, saw I was using that, not cared, and put Malak on defense. The smarter players see that I'm using that and don't. Or they put Malak at the back so I can't just get out of the way. Surely I undersized these battles, right? Got to have. So I went Rex. Oh my god, I'm going to bring out Wampa. He's gear 10 by this point. We'd started to develop him. Who went with him then? We don't have Hermit. I believe he was on defense. No, I'm just taking them two. Okay. I will laugh if this goes wrong. I've seen this go wrong for people. And they had much better Wampas than me. But yeah, I've seen it go wrong. Like they just didn't stick debuffs, and then suddenly, next thing they know, their Wampa's dead. Rex seems to die fairly easy in these, because he's not a particularly tanky character. So if the AI just guns at Rex, he goes down quite easy. I mean, look, he's actually getting lit up right now. My little gear 10 Wampa doing the business. So many times when I was live, people were like, oh yeah, just use Rex and Wampa. And it's like kind of calm, my Wampa's gear 8. But here, he had begun finally being developed for this reason, just for cleanup stuff, and obviously my heroic AAT team. 61 banners, not bad. Not bad. Due to the under-geared nature of the team, had he been gear 12, he would have probably killed half of them with his first AoE, but right, got to have undersized Jabba, surely. Just take in like Luke and Han, or just take in Luke and watch him to solo the team. I'm unlikely to have done that. I really took all 3 of them. Is there any need? Could probably have just done it with Luke. I'm trying to think if there was anything that could really have disrupted him on that team. Because I mean, he's self-healing, turn meter reducing, he can remove taunts. So yeah, if I really fancied a bit more of a grind, I could have just done it with purely him. Although I wasn't in any banner risk. The dude tripped up so many times on my Night Sisters, and there we go, full cleared. The final battle, and Kyber reached for the first time before it got very easy to do so. And in my first season in Division 1 for that matter. I'd only just gone up to it because I started to pad out my account for the sake of territory battles and stuff. And there we have it. Nice and simple. Impossible for him to win at this point, I believe, because of the amount he tripped up on my Night Sister squad. How many? 8 times. Yeah, I mean, yeah. That's a guaranteed win in the bag, even with some ever so slightly shaky stuff. Pick up my rewards. Oh, those glorious rewards. We'll happily take all those. Could use them again right now. Nicely done. So they were the only feats I didn't get. I believe I took everything else. And I would have got that fleet one after this, because my arena would have been just after. So there we have it. Comfortable win, and there's the evidence. Finished. Awesome. So I'll see you guys in Season 3. We out of here.